Hi everyone, my name is Howard Chang. I'm a former management strategy consultant, a United Nations peace mediator, and now a VP of Global Affairs at TCSA. As we can all see, the world today is at a critical stage where diminishing marginal returns have hit rock bottom in the current technology revolution cycle. For example, the failure of monetary policies, the burst of economic bubbles, the intensification of trade friction amongst major powers, as well as the increasing trend of deglobalization. These are all the issues plaguing us today. And the pandemic has only added fuel to the fire. But we have to notice it is merely a trigger rather than the root cause. We are facing the urgent need for fundamental changes and structural reforms in order to exit this predicament together. I believe that data-driven policymaking lies at the very heart of this new transformation. I believe that data innovations on a national scale will ultimately transcend the traditional data innovations only on the corporate level. Because for traditional tech giants like Google, Facebook, Alibaba, and etc., they use data in a more commercial, elementary, fragmented, and digital traffic-oriented way. I believe that the true possibility of data lies in this upcoming second data revolution is to empower large-scale, in-depth human interactions and to support profound changes and progress in the overall socio-economic governance structure. Ultimately, I hope the entire world shall enter a new era of precision governance with applied data analytics at the national level. That is a great question. That's because as central banks are already the focal point and rightful owner of the most logical and ubiquitous source of information regarding all human activities, the currency and monetary transactional data. Therefore, the construction of a national economic data brain has to start from and based on the existing systems within a central bank. It is the most feasible path with the lowest cost, and this will break down the data silos currently in existence across different government agencies, departments, and private sector corporations. So, at this historic turning point, central banks have the opportunity to transform into the central national data hub. You can think of it like a national data powerhouse and ultimately evolve into a national economic data brain. This will help realize its sacred mission of stabilizing the macro economy and beyond. In my experience, two major issues are most frequently brought up by central bank counterparts. One, the difficulties in data collection. Currently, during a transaction, monetary data is decoupled from the economic data of each transaction. Therefore, all these data are scattered throughout different departments in the government and or the private sector. So data fragmentation and various incongruent data structures have led to difficulties in real-time data collection. This results in policymaking in a confusing and often time-delayed digital dark age, which puts our national economic governance in a nearly blind state. The second issue is the difficulty of synchronizing data structures across countless platforms. Right now, database and algorithm construction for the current data technology cannot achieve massive multi-dimensional data aggregation or calculation on a national scale. Neither can it allow for precise data modeling from micro to macro, nor a data crystal ball from macro to micro. We would therefore need to have a revolutionary upgrade in the fundamental data architecture. Luckily, the two dilemmas above faced by central bankers and governments around the world have finally been resolved, as we have imagined a new way forward. TCSA is proposing a new approach to synchronizing monetary data, commodity data, and transactional content data in a unified central bank cloud database. As for the structural framework, our breakthroughs in both technology and macroeconomic theory have enabled us to capture real-time, granular, and precise transactional data all the way from the micro to macro level. This will kick off the grand data revolution on a national scale. In fact, we not only have systematically addressed existing problems in economic governance, but also unleashed the possibility of economic growth. Utilizing our systems and strategies, we can refine modern statecraft, and each country can expect to achieve an additional average annual GDP growth of 0.5% up to 1.5%. That will be incredible indeed. If I could please invite the leaders of the world to imagine with me for a bit. The first thing that comes to my mind is to create a mapping, a true reflection of, and an accurate simulation of the entire economy, so we never have to speculate in the dark again. Then, like an automobile navigation system, we can finally have an economic crystal ball that allows you the vantage point of overlooking the entire economy on a real-time basis. This will be a precise economic governance tool that transcends the traditional Adam Smith free market on the right, or Lasky's planned economy on the left, or even Keynesian's interventionism in the middle. In fact, this national economic data brain will not fluctuate or oscillate along with alternation of political parties or ideologies. It will safeguard as a rational, stable, long-term, scientific, transparent, and even objective policy-making infrastructure by providing a realistic reflection of the entire economy. I often compare the national economic data brain with the engine in an operating system, just like our mobile operating systems, iOS or Android, where you can change the color of the desktop, or your choice of apps may change according to political visions or ruling philosophies. But the foundation of consistency, sustainability, and long-term growth will remain intact. Moreover, a far-reaching implication is that only among countries with these shared logic-based value systems can truly meaningful and cooperative dialogues occur. And only among countries with these common data-empowered infrastructure can in-depth economic cooperations happen on a sustainable scale. I sincerely look forward to a new era of stability, prosperity, freedom, and foresight for our global economy.